The Connections Marketing Cloud keynote was full of exciting announcements to help make you a better marketer. I'm Lee Price, and I'm excited to dive in deeper with the very folks who build these products, our amazing product manager experts. A big welcome to Zian Gao, Product Management Director, Kim Warner, SVP of Personalization and Marketing Intelligence, and my fellow Austinite, Tyler Staley, Product Management Director at Salesforce. Everyone, welcome. What a week it's been.
It's been really exciting. We're so excited to be here.
It's great. What have been some of the highlights you've seen over the last 2 days?
I think just seeing everyone talking about Agentforce and how they can get all their data connected to do things that we've been talking about in marketing for so long that really does feel possible now. It's been really fun. And just getting to talk about marketing for a couple days has been fun.
And super energizing too. Like you can really feel how excited folks are here.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Tyler, I know you've been talking with a lot of customers. What are you hearing out there at the moment?
I think there's a lot of excitement. I think we're going to cover some of that today, kind of breaking down what we heard from Steve and the team at the keynote. So yeah, let's get into it.
Love it. Let's get into a bit of a double click. So Z, I'm going to start with you. We heard a lot about Agentforce skills and some new AI functionality. So what do these skills like campaign creation and journey decisioning mean for marketers?
Yeah, I think from a day-to-day perspective, you should expect marketers to have their productivity just increase with the help of something like campaign creation. I don't know if you guys know, I was a former marketer several jobs ago. So creating campaign briefs was something that we did, right? Very tedious, very manual. With campaign creation, you're able to create a multi-channel, multi-touch point campaign in mere minutes, right? And so just being able to have that content created for you so very quickly, and also having the ability to revise that content if you like, whether or not you want it with to do it with AI. You can also do it manually. You still have control over that messaging as you're working with campaign creation. So I think just from a marketer's perspective, creating a campaign has never been easier. It's never been quicker.
Yeah, I think a really unappreciated aspect of campaign creation, if you've ever tried to build a segment and you're relying on IT, yeah, we all know what it's like.
Yeah,
it makes it so much easier.
Absolutely, 100%. Also, just being able to add potentially new channels if you want, additional touch points, adding new flows in there. I think marketers are going to be really excited to use it.
Very exciting. Well, Tyler, we just saw Steve Hammond run through Marketing Cloud Next, which is very exciting. So we saw some great new functionality like two-way conversations. So what are some of the key benefits for customers?
Well, first I'd say I think this is a game changer for customers. I think it's a game changer for the industry. Just when Salesforce announced Journeys with Journey Builder, it really is that next big leap forward. So I think what we saw here was, talking to Marketing Cloud Engagement customers, it's their Marketing Cloud Engagement account plus we're now bringing them this next generation innovation from across the Salesforce platform. We're bringing that into their account so they can do more with their journeys from Journey Builder. They can do more with their email, more with their data. We're adding on top of what they have. They can more effectively build and manage those customer relationships. So I think how this maybe works for a Marketing Cloud Engagement customer, what it maybe looks like is they're going to log into their account and they're going to see that they have access to some of these new next generation capabilities, these new applications that are built natively on the Salesforce platform, connecting sales, service, marketing, commerce, everything together. They'll have access to it. It looks maybe a little bit different than what they're used to in their account, but it's designed to work with what they have. We saw a couple of the examples actually in the keynote. There's more. I encourage people to watch Salesforce Plus. We did a few recordings. I think the future of Marketing Cloud Engagement had a couple demonstrations, whether that's the agents, and I think Z talked to, Kevin will kind of allude to, I think, this idea of this campaign workspace connected across sales, service, marketing, next generation analytics for our Marketing Cloud customers. No more data views, drag and drop, subscriber data. I love that. Flow is really exciting. Like you mentioned, the two-way conversations, and I think, Flow, I like to think about it as this kind of higher level orchestration tool, orchestrating across the Salesforce platform and also externally as well, where connecting, again, sales, service. We've taught Flow how to work with Marketing Cloud Engagement so you can bring in your journeys. And then speaking of that situation, I was product manager for Journey Builder for quite a long time.
There you go.
One of the biggest use cases we heard of was, hey, Tyler, we need a way to orchestrate across our journeys, prioritize which journeys to route people into, pull them out, kind of air traffic control. And with Flow as that higher level orchestration tool, marketers can do that with clicks, not code, no SQL. So there's a lot to be excited about.
Yeah, I know a lot of the marketers watching, now that they know you were the Journey Builder product manager, I think there's a real celebrity in our midst.
I hit that a little low key, yeah.
And one really interesting aspect here, for customers who have engagement today, you've given me a bit of a sneak peek of what this looks like. It's so intuitive. It's the UI you're used to that guides you to these new features, but you don't have to migrate anything. You can use all your journeys that you've built today, plus all these new features.
Exactly, yeah. Tucked into your Marketing Cloud engagement account, you'll see new applications in your navigational dropdown. Use them, and you're going to get more out of what you have. So excited to unlock that value for customers.
Very great. Now, Kimon, let's talk personalization.
Let's do it, yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff in there. Why don't we kick off with personalization, some of the great new features?
Yeah, it's been great talking to customers this week about personalization. The excitement is, how do you create this agentic experience with Agentforce with your customers? They all are looking for something. I think we're also using AI on our own. We want the brands we connect with to use it too. It can be a very daunting task. You want to make sure your brand is on brand, the messaging is appropriate and consistent for that customer. And Agentforce and Data Cloud and the Einstein Trust Layer really lets you do that. And what you can do is choose personalization decisions to deliver in agents. So the same message they get on the web is what they get when they have an agent or an agent conversation. It's what they get when they talk to sales. It's what they get when they talk to service. It's what they get on the mobile app. And it is really the same content all the time being driven and selected and delivered by agents. It's really cool.
Yeah, and we've all had that experience of having to re-explain yourself to a different department when you're moving around. And
yeah.
It's very consistent with this approach.
That's right, exactly. Yeah, it's really fun hearing from customers this week about how they're already doing it and how they see agents really taking them even to the next level.
Great. And for intelligence, there's some really exciting new features for autonomously managing low-performing ad units. Could we hear a bit more about that?
Yeah, we're finally moving from reactionary analytics to action-based analytics. So as things are happening, your agents can automatically be monitoring what's going on across your campaigns, across your channels, across your segments. Look for the goals that you care about. See if anything is feeling off or performing not to standard, and automatically go in and turn that thing off. So you stop the bleeding. You can affect things. You can improve your outcomes, save your budget, and make better decisions going on. We're really excited to see customers start it and do more with it too, where they're actually affecting budgets with Agentforce too.
It's fantastic. Well, I'm going to throw this open to all of you. There's been so many announcements this week. Is there anything that you're particularly excited about? You are allowed to choose something that isn't from a product that you work on, but there are so many new agentic skills, a lot of cross-cloud functionality too. So is there anything that really stood out to you where you see a really big customer impact?
I have to talk about the creation
Yes,
agent. The
yes.
web creation agent, I think, is so cool because none of us really know how websites are going to really change as agents and AI takes over across the industry over the next dozens of years, and starting to play with different ways you can have your customers can have conversations with you and interact with content and assets at the same time, I think is really interesting and really fun to experiment with.
All right. And just briefly, I know there's a lot of folks watching who maybe haven't started getting their hands dirty with Agentforce yet. What is one thing that you think they could do tomorrow to start exploring and getting ready for the world of agentic marketing?
Get your hands dirty.
Yeah.
Absolutely lean in. I know definitely from a Salesforce perspective, there's so many resources, so many trails available. I think one of the best ways of learning how this can improve your day-to-day at work is just by trying it out. Just go in, get your hands dirty.
There is a fantastic live workshop tomorrow on Connections, actually. If you're watching online on Salesforce Plus, you can actually get your hands into a Salesforce org.
Yeah.
We'll walk you through it. It's very exciting. Well, look, fantastic insights from all of you. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining us in the agentic marketing future. It is obviously well and truly here. So to learn more, scan the QR code or head to the link sforce.co/agentic marketing.